Hi guys, it's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. Well, thank you guys for your support and the comments on the giveaway, the 500 gratitude giveaway. One of the things that came up was the fact that you would like to see more how-to videos. So I'm going to try and get into the habit of switching the camera on more regularly if I can, and do shorter shares, see how that goes. So I thought the first thing it would be nice to share was this, just the how I put this little cluster together for the my spring day book. So this is what I'm using at the moment, and I popped this together just last week, was it? And I really love the way it's turned out. And what's nice about it was that I was able to put it together, and I added it on after I completed the whole cover, the whole book, and I just wanted to cover up the title. So I wanted to cover up the title, and I had already placed my the front end page. So I didn't really want the brads showing through the back. So I thought it would be nice just to do that. And then I thought, well, I'll just do a little share, because if you've got a few, all you need is a little bit of fabric, maybe a couple of these and maybe one of those, or even just a little frame, anything really for your front of your journal. And you could make a few of these up at a time. You can quite happily make a few clusters up at a time, and then basically just stick them, glue them down onto any cover that you want. So that's what I thought would be just a really quick share. So here, as you can see, I just used 3 pieces of fabric, two pieces of my upholstery fabric, a square, a rectangle, a little bit of paper from the fast forward paper pad, but you can use anything really, and the book platey, whatever this is called, I can never remember. It's the Tim Holtz one. So to get going, I've sort of earmarked a couple to put together, and I am using some upholstery fabric that I have in my stash. And what's nice about this is that it's actually backed. So on the so it's backed onto like a harder surface. So I don't need to pop it onto card or anything. But what I would say would be, I would actually recommend perhaps using a more substantial fabric, and backing it onto card, I think, for ease of use. And also it would probably stop any glue residue from, bleeding through. So what I've done with this one, I've chosen, well, I actually put some ribbon in as well. So I've chosen a piece of linen, or 2 pieces of linen really. That's my square, which is going to go like on the base on the back. And then my rectangle, I've chosen from this blue, which I think is beautiful. And then I've got this last in my stash of this Tim Holtz frame thing, book plate thingy. And what I thought I'd do, now I came across this idea, and I can't remember where, to be fair, just recently, where somebody had turned this on its side, rather than like that, and popped it as a little frame. And to be honest, it's not my idea, and I can't remember where I saw it, so I can't even give the original person the credit. You may know if you've seen that before yourself. Leave it in the comments below if you do, please. That would be really useful. So I've gone for the and thank you to whoever it was that came up with that brilliant idea. I'm using some more of the Graphic 45 Fashion Forward collection. This is the June. You see the 8x8, and this little, well, there are loads actually, but for the colours that I wanted to use, this little lady stood out to me. So I've cut her out. And so what do you need? You need your fabric, you need your brads for your doobry, something to make your holes, and some glue. Let's put that on there. Let's put one there to glue. So first and foremost. So that's for my holes. Let's put that there. Yes. Have I forgotten scissors? Have I forgotten scissors? No, but I've only got these ones. Right, let's see. Let's make sure that she fits in there quite nicely first and foremost, shall we? Now, let's see how we go. I might have to just take a little bit off there. As you can see, I've come kind of to my filming station, but not with not the right scissors. There you go. I'm going to eyeball it. Don't want to take this other lady's head off, but it might be quite close, to be fair. That is quite close. There you go. There you go. Right, let's see. I'm going to place that on there like so, because I'll probably just glue it. There you go. So that will go like that. So this I'm just going to cut along the line. So I can kind of cheat, because it's actually got the line of the mark of the paper or the card on the back here, but you may either eyeball it yourself if you want to do one, or also you can just obviously measure your card and measure your fabric accordingly. Okay, which way should we have it out? That's that way. And then I thought, shall I cut it? I will cut this down. So let me just remind myself. So we want that across there. Right, okay. Okie dokie, guys. Let's just, I'm going to eyeball it. I'm going to eyeball it like so. And please do measure yourself. That's not quite straight. The disadvantage of eyeballing it. That's like that. That's like that. And then we will go like so. Kind of got a grain that you can follow. Okay, I'm not inking anything or whatever. So I'm popping that on like so. Now it's underneath. And let's see, how wide's my book that I'm kind of experimenting with? Okay, so let's just cut you off about there. Yep, let's just cut you off about there. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll pop you like so. Have I got some glue? I have got some glue, and I will just, I'm going to pop a little bit of glue just on here. I'm going to use my Boss stick all-purpose, only because my Fabri-Tac, in true Just Jenny journaling style, as I've decided to start filming, my Fabri-Tac is at that sort of awful gloopy stage. I've got 2 bottles just at the end of, and yeah, they're both gloopy, so that's just the way it is, isn't it? So that doesn't have to go on all the way, to be fair, because it will be secured, although, well, I think it will be secured. That's just for placement. Actually, let's do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just glue that down the rest of the way. Bit of security. There. Okay. Now, I did bring some kitchen roll with me. A fantastic idea from, I think, Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. As some other crafters I've seen have kitchen roll to hand to take off any excess glue. Because as you guys know, I have had more than the one disaster with my glue, because I'm a bit heavy-handed with it. So shall we pop that there? I'm just going to check. Oh dear, I wanted to put that in there for sticking. Check the placement. I actually like the thought of that coming across there. So let's pop her on, just a tiny bit, just to place. Tiny bit of glue. The backs of these are absolutely beautiful. Yeah, put a bit more. Okay. I don't know how you guys are going with this whole coronavirus thing at the moment, where you are. At the moment here, people are sort of bulk buying loo roll. It would seem that's the thing. Hand sanitizing wash, that's all kind of out of stock everywhere as well. Nobody really knows whether or not there'll be a sudden wake up one morning and a lockdown on different cities. So far, I didn't think there's anything in our county, in Oxfordshire, but right, I'm going to pop you there like that. Okay. So, yeah, I've just kind of glued that down just because, but it will be held quite securely anyway with the brad. So let's pop you across there like so. Just make my holes. Make sure that's straight. I'll move it up a little bit. Yeah, I think I will. Hope you can hear the wind coming up again. There you go. Alright, that's for one brad. Is that straight? That's for the other. Put that in there like so. Oh! Now usually we take a little time just to make sure the glue, or the glue even, holds nicely. But we're gonna choose from my little stash, make sure I've got the right colour. Alright, what have we got here? Okay, let's have those two. Let's have those two. And you can do this with anything. You can use pictures, you can just use a little bit of other contrasting fabric should you so wish. You could use, just a, oh no, that's gone skew if now, a nameplate type thing, a title. A bit of wallpaper. Whatever you like. There you go. Let's pop that through like so. Let's pop it through onto the back. Just check that is square. Yep. I don't know what we'll call this. Multi-layer bookplate cluster. Anyway, so you can actually pop this, you could layer it onto something else should you so wish. Another big piece of fabric, or burlap or whatever, you could pop that onto. I think. You could ink round the side, around the edges if you would so wish as well. And you know what I've forgotten? I was going to pop some ribbon on. I was going to pop some ribbon on underneath that to make it pop. No, can't do it now. Can't do it now. So I might, shall I? Let's see. Let's see, guys. Let's just do that. Because I wanted how many different elements? 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanted 5 elements on this. What do you think? Yeah, I wanted to put it underneath the picture and have it peeking out, but yeah, I think I'm going to do that then instead. I'm going to do that instead. Let's glue that onto there. Let's glue it onto there. Should we pop it aside a bit? That side, that side, that side. No, I think that'll be just right. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, let's see. Right, it's not so bad there, but on here, there you go. There you go. There you go. Right, let's hold that down. I'll just trim it down on the back there. Let's hold that like so. And so you've got an idea. That whole, yeah, so it's like a fabric bookplate cluster. You can pop it on there should you so wish, or on a cream book, or you know, whatever you fancy. So that's the first one, using our lovely graphic 45 beautiful lady. Let's pop her there. And the other one I thought we'd do very quickly is just using some fabric, some William Morris, William Morris design, I think, from Sanderson. And I have this in my stash. If you remember, I picked up some William Morris wallpaper design calendars a little while ago. That's right. And I thought that I would use that just on there, like so. It's another piece of that lovely upholstery fabric. I'm going to do it that way and that way. And yeah. So what we'll do with this one is I haven't backed this onto card. The big square. It's quite substantial. I like the pop of orange with the orange in the wallpaper. Okay, so she'll pop that on there like so. We'll pop that across like so. Let's just pop that like that. Okay, guys, there you have it. Excuse me. And while that's drying, shall we pop it down? Yeah, let's just pop that down like so. And what's nice about that is it will be secured with the little book. There you go. Have it like that. Let's have it like that, like so, in the middle. Okay. And let's see. Let's find our brads for this one. These two colours, I think, like an antique brass, is it? They call it. Let's see. Let's go. We on? Yeah, where we go. There we go on that one. And where's this one? Like so. Right, there we go, guys. Right, that goes on the back like so. Okay. And let's cut that down a little, just a little. There we go. Oh, I done that. Right, there you go, guys. So that is the second one we have done. Just a second little fabric cluster. Pop anything you fancy in. That's the second one. That's the first one. So you can pop your title in there. That can go nicely on, perhaps on the brown or leathery type. That's the first one. I hope it's been useful. So I don't know what we'll call this yet. You'll probably see it in the title once I've decided. But I hope it's useful, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.